Hi, welcome back to Creative Arts with Alex Swartz. This is a new channel if you're new here where we talk about crochet, other fiber arts, and honestly, just whatever I am working on at the time. We might delve into some other topics later on, but we're going to start with the crafty at the moment and then see where this goes. So I'm going to fill you in on some of my whips that I had talked about in the last video. I talked to you about a few of the things that I was starting. I'm working currently also on a care package for somebody close to me, so I'm going to share with you some behind the scenes of that, putting that together, and what I'm crocheting for that. So grab your current project and a nice drink or a snack, and let's settle in for some cozy crochet content today. Thanks for coming along. Make sure you subscribe if this is fun for you and you want to see more. First thing I want to show you today is the update to my waffle granny square and my 3D amigurumi waffle. So again, to credit the pattern, we have this wonderful book, 3D Granny Squares. This is by Caitie Moore, Sharna and Celine. And I'm going to put the title to this in the description so that if you want to get this book, you can check out these awesome 3D Granny Square patterns. I did talk about this book in my previous video. If you want to check that out, that's also where I showed you all of the granny squares I have made to date from the book. So update, I finished my waffle, and as you can see, it has a little whipped cream, a little strawberry on the top. I loved this pattern. I did have to modify it because my yarn I think was too big for the waffle portion, and the first waffle I made ended up being the size of what I needed the whole square to be. So instead of frogging that, I decided to save it and turn it into like a 3D version of the waffle. So I sized it way down. I made a smaller version of the waffle. So I did change the pattern a little bit to make it work, but super happy with how this turned out. If you want to see the other ones I've made, like I said, check out my previous video where I'm sharing like all of my whips. It should be in there, and I have about a little stack of them done now, so working towards a blanket gradually with these. I think that's what I want to do. So the 3D waffle is here. I absolutely love the way this turned out. I think it is so cute. I like making amigurumi food. I just think they're so fun, and this one turned out super cute. So this was somewhat following the pattern for the inner portion of the granny square, which basically, as you can see, it's a waffle stitch. I definitely did not do it perfectly. This is not perfect by any means. I was new to that stitch, so I was kind of learning as I went. But I'm happy with how it turned out. So I made this side, and then I basically made a second one for the other side. Again, modified a little bit, and many mistakes were made. But I turned it so it would kind of look like that was the back and this was the other side of the waffle, if that makes sense with the indents. And then I crocheted a few rows around the edge to create like a little bit more height to the waffle. I stuffed it, just a thin layer, and then I followed the pattern for the whipped cream and the strawberry. The strawberry I modified a little bit to make it a little bigger since this is sized up from the granny square. But I'm so happy with how this turned out. Honestly, I think it's so cute. So I'm going to add this to my amigurumi food collection, which I might have to show you all sometime. I keep meaning to do a tour of like all of this stuff that's around my house that I've made. So if that's something you want to see, please let me know. And I'll make that a priority as far as content coming up. Next up, I mentioned a gift that I'm working on. There's actually a few different gifts that I'm currently crocheting some things for. So I made a bookmark for a new dad. This here is, this was free-handed, and I don't love how the letters turned out, but I am okay with it. I decided it is going to work. I'm not sure if I'm going to block it or if I just want to kind of like put it in a book for a little bit and see if I can flatten it out a bit. Basically, I used a fairly thin yarn here. As you can see, it is single crochet. This was free-handed, so I just kind of made it up as I went. And then the ends, I did some rows going the other way. And then I added a little tassel at the top and single crocheted the letters on. Again, they're not the neatest in the world, but it is crocheted, so I'm okay with it. So that's that bookmark. And then I worked on another bookmark. This one is going to also, this is going to be a part of the package. This, I still need to weave in all of the ends, so it doesn't look great at the moment. But this is the current progress on it. So it's a flower, as you can see at the top. Also free-handed. It kind of turned into like a little tulip type situation. Not maybe the best and neatest thing I've ever done. And then if we get all these ends out of the way, I can kind of show you the way the stem is looking. So that part is fine. It's just like a leafy stem. It ended up a little curly just because of the way the yarn is, but I think that's okay. I wanted to make sure these bookmarks were not super thick because personally it kind of bothers me when I'm reading and I have a bookmark that like really bends up the book. So I tried to make these as thin as possible. Once I weave in these ends, I'll show it to you as well, the finished product. And this is like the thinnest yarn I had, so I figured it would not be probably too thick. Maybe we'll try it out in a book later and see. But this is another item that I made for this. I was inspired by a pattern from a YouTube video. I'm going to put it in the description. And this I did freehand though in the end. It's just inspired by that pattern. And basically I used that very thin green yarn again. And then we have a flower at the top that I made. It's a daisy. And this is a lip balm holder. So basically you open this up, and then you can put a lip balm in there, and then you could slide this back on, and then you could like hook this onto a bag or hook it onto like, I don't know, anywhere you want to keep it, like a little hook in your bathroom, like just somewhere. And it just looks really cute and cheery, and it's kind of springy. So I'll show you that with like a lip balm put in it later, so you can kind of see the vision for that. I made a similar one of these for my mom for Christmas, and she thought it was really funny and cute. I don't think she'd ever seen a lip balm holder before. The next piece of the package that I'm putting together is going to be an amigurumi animal, and this is the favorite animal of this person I'm going to be gifting this to. So far, we have a head and part of a body. So, see if you can guess what animal this is going to be. Put your guesses down in the comments. There will be a reveal in this video though. I plan to finish this, and I'm also going to crochet a little clothing item for this. So I am following a pattern for this one. It's a free pattern. I'm going to again put that down in the comments so that you can see. And if you want to make your own, it seems like a really great pattern so far. The head did end up a little bigger than I expected, and that's again just because I used like a bigger yarn for the tan part than I did the brown, and that's just because that's what I had. The body so far, I added a few extra rows to it so that I would end up with a little bit more comparably sized head and body. So I'm going to bring you along with me while I work a little bit more on this project, and then we're going to kind of assemble it. I'll show you the clothing item I'm making for it, and I want you to, once you know what the animal is, I want you to guess what book this is from. So this is a favorite book series of mine and of the person I'm gifting this to. And if you can figure out what it's from, like major bonus points to you. Drop it in the comments. You'll see as we go. I bet some people will know. Let's get to work. Okay, we're back. It's a few days later and we've made some great progress. We're ready to start assembling our package and I'm ready to show you all the things that are going to go into it. So we're going to flip the camera around. I wanted to show you our completed otter. So this is going to be a part of the gift. Again, I did follow a pattern that I have linked in the description. The body I made a little bit longer by a couple rows, and then I created the vest that was of my own design. I basically made, oh hi Simon, basically just made a panel here, like a rectangle, and then I made 2 more rectangles for the front, stitched them together at the sides, leaving armholes, and then I made like a little flap at the bottom, just folded that up to give it like a little bit more structure, and then I stitched along there, and then I folded the edges here to make a collar and stitch that. And then Simon is checking out our like area that we're about to be using here. He's getting all cozy. Simon, look here. Hello, you're so cute. All right, so and then I also made this little envelope here, so I just made a big rectangle and then decreases towards the end and then stitched the sides and folded it. So I'm going to put a little note in there, either pertaining to the book that this is from. Also, if you know what book series the otters that wear vests that deliver mail are from, put it in the comments. I'm so excited to see how many of you know that book series. It's one of my favorites, and it's a favorite of the person that I am gifting this to. Oh, hello. I think he approves. So yeah, this is my otter, and we're going to assemble everything here now together. So here we go. All right, I want to show you some of the things that I got to put in this. So we have a little lip balm I got, vanilla mint. This is really, really good. I have this as well. All right, so we also have a Burt's Bees pomegranate lip balm. This is a great classic flavor. I just wanted to get a lot of kind of like nice self-care things that will make this person feel really good, things that she can use to kind of take care of herself. I got this Hemp's body lotion, sweet pineapple and honey melon. It smells so good. I have this and I absolutely love it. We also got this chocolate bar, which I found at Marshall's. It sounds really good. It's Elements brand, Orange Crunch. It has cacao, coconut sugar, turmeric, quinoa. I thought that sounded really yummy and just kind of like a healthier chocolate option. This box I am obsessed with. I got this cute little box at Marshall's. I might need to zoom out to show you this. Okay, yeah. So it's a cute little fabric covered box. It is from Rifle Paper Company, and which I really like. I'll take this label off. But this came from Marshall's. So did the lip balms and the chocolate as well. So I want to show you a few other things. I got these felt tip markers for writing and journaling. This person really enjoys journaling, so I figured she would like this. We also got a journal, and this is called Today with Intention, Guided Journal for Reflection, Mindfulness, and Self-Care. I found this at Target, and I thought it seemed really nice, just as like a nice daily thing to be able to do. It talks about like, how did you take care of yourself today? What's your intention for tomorrow? Something good, something you're grateful for. Why is your intention important? How will you embody it? Things like that, and it has nice little quotes throughout, and I just thought this seemed like a really nice thing, like whether she decides to use it or not. I just think that it has really good feeling behind it. It has like a little ribbon bookmark. So, and if she wanted, she could use these felt tips to write in there. So put this under here, and then I want to show you the wrapping stuff that I got. Dollar Tree has some extremely cute bags right now. They came in 2 packs, and they were, I think, 4 to 6 different designs. I chose this one for her packaging. And then I also got a card that has a strawberry too. So we've kind of got this strawberry theme going. We were talking recently about how we're looking forward to spring so much. So this is kind of like bringing in that vibe. So here's some of the things that I did make for this box as well. I made this bookmark. It is a flower, a little bit longer than you can see right now. But yeah, so this I kind of just freehanded. It's not like incredible, but this person really enjoys reading, so I thought it'd be nice. Turned out okay. And then I also made another bookmark to share with her husband. They are new parents, so this is for him. He likes to read as well. And then we have a little lip balm holder. So in the description, I'm going to link the YouTube pattern that inspired this. I didn't follow the exact pattern, but I definitely used their design as inspiration. I made one where I did follow more of the pattern for my mom for Christmas, but I decided to make one a little bit more freehand this time. And this is a lip balm holder. So you just put the lip balm in there. Let's actually do that. Which one should we put in? Should we put in the milk and honey one or the Burt's Bees? Let's do the Burt's Bees. We'll put the Burt's Bees in there. So you just kind of like, I might have made this too tight. I don't know. Just kind of stick it in there. Like so. And then it fits in, and then this like string goes through, and you kind of pull that over the top. And then you can put it in your purse. You could hang it inside your purse. You could hang it outside your purse. You could hang it like somewhere in your house, like in your bathroom. And it's just like a cute little thing, and it keeps your lip balm for you. I think I might need to make one for myself because I think it turned out really cute and I really like it. Kind of, again, goes with like this spring theme. And then let's see, is there anything else? Oh, almost forgot our otter. So here we have everything. So let's go ahead and assemble. And we're going to also write the little note for inside the envelope here. All right, let's get to it. This is Simon, for those that are new to the channel. He's our good boy. He was also very helpful while I was wrapping that up. He loves to be part of everything. Such a good boy. Right, buddy? Aww. He's our curious boy that likes to be part of every little thing that we do. We love him. Tell me about your pets in the comments. I would love to hear if you have any pets and what are their names. We're big animal lovers over here, right, buddy? I feel like he's gonna bite me soon. You look mad. Just get this camera out of my face. Here's a little Sybil update for today. Hi, girly. Oh, hi. You want to say hi to the people? Oops, sorry. I'm sorry. You're just waking up, huh? So look out the window. Oh, it's so nice. We love to look out the window here. Yes, so nice. Okay, Sybil. So I actually have a second package I'm going to be mailing here. And this is just like a little bonus package that I'll show you all. My brother's birthday is next week, and he just got a new cat named Soda. So this is an old book that I got at a thrift store. I think it's from like the 80s, and it's called Scruffy originally. My husband made a little like paper to go around it so we didn't damage the book, and we changed it to Soda, the name of his new cat. And my brother has a beard, and he's a good bit older than this boy, so we gave him a little beard too. Just thought I'd show you all. And my cats and Soda are big fans of needle felted toys, and I like to buy them usually, but I made this little bottle of soda to give to Soda, or as I call her, Sody. So hopefully she will like this. Apparently her favorite toy right now is a needle felted rainbow that I gave to her. I did not make it, we bought that, but yeah. So one other package that we're going to be sending today. All right, so as you can see, we've got our packages all ready to go to the post office. Thank you so much for joining today. It was really fun to get to show you some of the process of putting together this package for my loved one. I hope she loves it, and I hope it brightens her day. I hope you all have a wonderful day too. Just remember, spring is coming. It is coming, and very exciting. Drop a flower emoji in the comments if you've made it this far, and thank you so much for sticking with me to the end. It means so much. I'm really enjoying building this audience on my new channel, so if you enjoyed this, please subscribe, follow along, like this video, share it with your friends. I'd love to have lots of new crochet, crafty, reading, whatever you like, cat buddies here. Thank you again for joining me, and let me know if you have things that you want to see from future videos from me. That being said, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your week, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!